Even the greatest of learned sages, Purushasya vipaschitaha, even though they are learned very much, they are expert in controlling their senses like tortoise. They are very, very good at managing their senses, their mind, their intelligence. Still, even they get trapped. Indriyani pramatini, because senses are so pramada, unmatta, very, very dangerous. Even they themselves fall sometimes, fall prey for it. So it is not that, understand carefully, even if you get such thoughts, even pure devotees get such thoughts. Even pure people who are pure, even they also get that such thoughts of falling down, thoughts of enjoying sense gratification. But they don't prioritize it, they don't give importance to it. Especially sadhakas like all of us, when we are living a life in this world, if you just step out of your house, no need to step out of the house, if you just scroll your phone, you get lot of advertisements, lot of promotions, lot of incitement, lot of eagerness to spoil our life, even mobile. So we get thoughts because of many factors in the world. So thoughts are very normal. But only those people who are occupied with the service of Krishna, who have got the higher taste, they could able to turn these thoughts into fruitful actions. Thoughts are the ones which turns into actions. Thought is a kind of seed. Action is kind of plant. Whatever the type of seed you sow, such kind of plant you grow. So thoughts, they get incited, induced into our life by various factors around us, through phone, through social media, through friends, through parents, through billboards, through advertisements, etc., etc. So many things. But only intelligent people, they make sure, okay, this thought is important, let me act upon this thought. And intelligent people can decide which thought is more beneficial for me. Okay, is it okay to act on this thought or not? Is it an important thought or is it not important thought? So we have this, just like in your table, on your table, you may have many things. You may have your books, you may have your laptop, charger, mobile, some papers, pen, pencil. You may have many things on the table. But we should be clear what to keep on the table, what to keep in the cupboard. Yes. So not all things are required to keep everything in the cupboard, no need to keep on the table. So we have to streamline it, we have to streamline it. Just what is required on my table. Similarly, your bags. Sometimes you just check out your bags, traveling bags. Even when you carry your bags, there are so many unnecessary things we carry throughout the day. So many unnecessary things we carry in our bags. I remember in my college bag, school bag, even school bag. We should understand intelligently, we should think, okay, Uh, in the school also, we don't carry all the books, right? For example, if today is this subject in the college, we take those books only. Those textbooks, those notebooks, we carry. We don't need to carry all academic books. See, we have to organize our thoughts. Similarly, we have to organize our thoughts. Just like we organize objects, physical objects on table, in the bag, in the cupboard, we should organize our thoughts, because these thoughts will turn into actions. We should be very careful which thought need to be taken up, which thought need to be pacified, which thought need to be rejected. Because these thoughts only turns into actions. These thoughts are like seeds. Intelligent people, intelligent people are devotees of the Lord. They are very expert in streamlining these thoughts. What is priority? What is not priority? So it is said, Prabhupada says, acting on a bad thought is wrong. Getting thought is okay in the material world, because we are being in this material world. Now and then there are a lot of pulls and pushes in this world. Definitely सोच आता ही है, गंदा सोच आता ही है जीवन में, क्योंकि पूरा गंदगी में जी रहे हैं हम. हर जगह देयर इज अ टेम्पटेशंस, ये करो वो करो. Yesterday I was giving this example. You see, in the advertisements they promote so many things. They promote so many things. Yes, banyan, dryer, clothes, soap, shampoo, bike, car, house, whatnot. They advertise everything. But just because they are advertising, it doesn't mean that we should take it. We should see what is required for us. We should see what is required for us. That only we should accept, that only we should cultivate. So, in this age of Kali Yuga, getting a bad thought, sinful thought is okay, because it is very difficult in this modern age. But acting upon it is actually considered as sin, papa. In the Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga, even to get a bad thought, even getting a bad thought is a sin. It is considered as a papa. It is considered as sinful activity. Now, if I feel like I am very angry on you, I will kill you. Just thought, just in the mind I thought. That itself is a great sin in the Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga. But now in the Kali Yuga, that exemption is there. One may think in many ways, but acting, when you act, that is considered as sinful activity. So these thoughts, the emphasis should be, we should not act upon a bad thought. सोच समझ के, सोच के ऊपर काम करना चाहिए. So intelligence means, understand, intelligence means to eliminate the thoughts before it grows into action. Before this thought creeps into us and forces us to get into action, we need to eliminate it. We need to pacify it. We need to remove it. We need to reject it. So, at this stage, it is for us as practicing devotees of Lord Krishna. Our mind is filled up with many thoughts, so many thoughts. All of a sudden, if you ask, hey, Become a devotee. Change your thoughts. Remove your thoughts. It is very difficult task. It is a very difficult task. It takes long time. It takes long time to streamline our thoughts, understand what is the thought process going in my mind. Even people don't know, even people cannot understand what is the thought process happening in my mind. Because we don't observe ourselves. We observe so much around us, we forget, we don't see ourselves. We become so busy in external things, we don't see what is happening with me, with us. So all of a sudden, it is not a one-day task. It is not just overnight. All the thoughts will go away, you will become nice devotee. It will take time. It will take time. But we should not give up the process of Krishna consciousness. We cannot get it all of a sudden. So slowly and gradually, intelligence should help us to streamline these thoughts. What is important thought? What is not important thought? Have you seen mothers? Of course, nowadays they got machines. In the Vedic times, in the olden times, parents, when they purchase some bendi, yes, they purchase bendi, they check. How they check? Bendi, which bendi is good, which bendi is not good. Bendi. How they check? Anybody knows?
Yes, Prabhuji.
How?
With their hand, they'll cut the bendi in the last.
They check whether this is it aged one or fresh? Is it a fresh bendi or aged bendi? They just check. Similarly, whenever they purchase, after purchasing grains in the bags, big bags, generally they take these grains and they check out. Okay, this is not a good grain. This is not a. They check on the grains also. They filter the grains also. Nowadays, all the machines came, and nobody is bothered about it. Jo aa raha hai, khao bas. So we should filter. Understand? We should filter. Just like we filter our food. So many things are there in the plate. So many things are there in the kitchen. So many things are there in the restaurant. But we don't take everything, right? We take what is, okay, I like this, I take this. This is helpful for me, this I like. So similarly, whatever the better actions, for better actions, such thoughts should be cultivated. Other thoughts should be rejected, pacified, or removed completely. And devotees, see carefully, whenever you say no for negative thought, you become strong. This I have observed in my life. Whenever you say no, we become strong and mind becomes weak. Of course, mind will try to come back again with the greater strength. Mind comes back with the greater strength again back. But we should be ready to face it. We should be ready to face it. Otherwise, that will overpower us. You see, these thoughts are something, it continuous function. These thoughts keeps coming. But when you are absorbed in some activity, these thoughts won't disturb you. When you are absorbed, not just going through it, but absorbed. While eating a food, you won't get many thoughts because our thoughts are completely on the plate. Okay, I have rasgulla, I have chapati, I have sabji, I have rice. Oh, I have to eat this. Oh, I will mix this with that. I will try this taste. So we are completely absorbed in eating. So other thoughts will not come. We won't get disturbed. We generally don't get disturbed while we eating, right? Anybody here who gets disturbed while eating? We don't get disturbed. But when we are studying, which we are not absorbed much, then friends calls us, okay, social media thoda rolling karo, scrolling karo, just see what it is happening. Because we are not really absorbed in studies. Similarly, when we are absorbed in Krishna consciousness, when we absorb, when we get such absorption in Krishna, other thoughts will not pull and push us. Other thoughts will not torture us. Otherwise, thoughts will come. Thoughts definitely will come. But we should be very intelligent enough to eliminate it or discriminate it. Yes. So that is very important. So here in this shloka, we are concluding this shloka for today. So transition from becoming devotee, it takes long journey. For some people, quite impossible in the world in these modern times. But whenever we say no for these temptations, these unnecessary thoughts, we become stronger and stronger. We become more closer to Krishna. So that's why action is more important than thought. We should very carefully, very diligently, intelligently, we should streamline these thoughts. What is required, what is not required. Sometimes it is need to eliminate, sometimes need to be pacified, sometimes need to be rejected. So being as a materialistic person, materialistic in the material world, as a sadhaka bhakta, sadhana bhakta, we are struggling with our thoughts. But it is very important. We should cultivate our intelligence to streamline it. And one day, we can conquer these thoughts by Krishna's grace. It is not a one-day journey. It is not an overnight journey. It is a long journey. Hare Krishna. So let us not give up this Krishna consciousness. Keep on trying. Because these thoughts only turns into actions. We should be very, very careful at the thoughts level only. At the bija stage only, we should be very careful. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments, devotees? We can take some questions, comments. Yes, I'm seeing some Poonam Devi. Your good name? Any questions you have? Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments, devotees, what we discussed today? So from tomorrow onwards. Yes.
Prabhuji, in Treta Yuga, Hanumanji is there. Hanumanji always, at any work, at any time, he can sense Jai Shri Ram, Ram, Ram. By chanting Ram mantra only, he became brahmachari, right?
Yes. See, brahmacharya basically means one who is following the path of the Supreme Lord under the shelter of Guru. Yeah. So chanting the holy names gives all powers. Because name itself is all powerful, holy name. Yes, Sahit. Yes. Poonam Devi wants to say something. Yes, Prabhu. You have any question? Comment? Okay. If you don't have any question, comment, you can mute yourself. Yes, Pranavi. Hare Krishna.
Intentional thoughts also not considered as sinful, or unintended accidental thoughts only, random one.
Now, in the Kali Yuga, it is not at all considered. In the Kali Yuga, it is not considered. Don't worry. So in the Kali Yuga, there is impromptu thoughts comes. Impromptu. Not at all. We never thought. Accidentally, suddenly, all of a sudden, some thoughts comes. Can I request Poonam Devi? You want to ask something? Question? Any question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा. कोई प्रश्न है आपका?
नहीं प्रभु.
कोई कमेंट है?
नहीं.
Okay. Thank you. See here, Pranavi. So here, understand carefully. When we get some unnecessary thoughts, we understand, oh, it is unnecessary. When we get some thoughts accidentally, all of a sudden, we should understand, oh, it came accidentally, it will go. We don't need to act upon it. But sometimes there are some thoughts very systematically we cultivate if it is helpful for us. If we systematically cultivate these thoughts, okay, I need to become a devotee of Krishna. I need to think about Krishna. I need to remind myself to chant Hare Krishna. These thoughts are helpful. We can cultivate these thoughts. Okay, I need to do this service because this service pleases the Vaishnavas. This service pleases my Guru. So let me cultivate thoughts towards this service. Such thoughts we need to cultivate. But in the Kali Yuga, when you get wrong thoughts, it is not considered as a sin, don't worry. But only when we act upon it, that is considered as a sin. That's why we need to streamline at the thoughts level. That benefit, what do you call it? That facility is there in the Kali Yuga. Because Kali Yuga so is misdirected civilization. You got it?
Yes, Prabhuji. But what about intended thought? Some person, like a criminal, he plans to do some mischievous thing, but due to some circumstances, he
Okay,
could not
you are asking about someone else,
intended thought.
someone else planning intended thoughts on you.
About that person, Prabhuji, is it considered as sin or not?
He has to see.
Generalized way. Thought.
Sin comes when he acts. Sin comes when he acts upon it. Now, because he's in the thought level, is on the thought level, intentional thoughts, he has to face it. He has to face the consequence of action. We can't say whether it's a sin or non-sin. Right? When he has to act, in the Kali Yuga especially. If he is cultivating intentionally such thoughts, he will be getting intentionally entangled. He wants to intentionally get entangled. It is his intentions, it is his thoughts, it is his karma, his activities, action. It is his bondage. He will get bonded. So we cannot comment on other thoughts. We don't know what is happening in others' thoughts. So we are not that mystic yogis. We should consider about our thoughts. Yes, Pranavi, makes sense.
Yes, Prabhuji. Similar to good thoughts also, Prabhuji. When good thoughts come into actions only, it is considered as like good
Uh,
deeds, like
no. That the facility is even when you think, oh, these devotees are so nice. Oh, I love to do this service. Oh, Krishna is so nice. Even such thoughts gives a benefit. Thoughts at the thought level only gives a benefit in the Kali Yuga. That is a facility. Negative thoughts are not considered as a sin, but a positive, even thoughts, those are considered as a good merits, great merits. One gets a great merits. Like, I want to read Gita. I want to take prasadam. Even the desire pulls us towards Krishna. So that facility, that benefit is there. Okay? Good that you brought this point. Is it clear?
yes, Prabhuji. Again, in Treta Yuga, for thoughts only they used to be punished.
Yes.
Prabhuji. That means they are that power, Prabhuji. They would be able to control their thoughts also, Prabhuji.
Yes.
వాళ్ళ ఇంటెన్షన్ లేకుండా అంటే థాట్స్ కూడా రాకపోతున్నాయి నాకు. Am I clear? Because their intention, they never used to be done.
Yes, they used to avoid it. See, in the compared to Kali Yuga and Treta Yuga, there is not much advertisement. There is not much temptations. Very rarely, some temptations are there. Ajamila, he went to the forest. He saw one Vaishya, one prostitute hugging each other. There's one couple, they're kissing each other. Ajamila saw and got trapped. The thought came in the mind. He came to the house He was assisting his father for yajna, and still the thought is there in the mind. And the thought pulled him. And he got into action. That's how he spoiled his life. But now, in the Kali Yuga, not just one scene, everywhere it is like that. Hugs and kisses are there everywhere. And easily people get tempted. Easily people get tempted. Those sages, if they see the Kali Yuga man, if those sages, if they see this Kali Yuga man, they will get surprised. Arey, wow, these Kali Yuga people are so powerful. They are able to control. Seeing all this also, they are still focusing on their work. Wow, great thing. So they will appreciate, in fact. It is shocking for them. Okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, devotees. If you are there in Hyderabad, let's meet. I am in Hyderabad. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So tomorrow onwards, we'll continue a section, a series of shlokas, very interesting shlokas, how these thoughts transforms, Dhyayato, Vishyan, Pumsa, how we spoil our life slowly and we get into trap. Tomorrow, next shlokas are very interesting. Krishna explains the cycle of the shlokas, a sequence of the thoughts, how these thoughts turns into actions, desire, actions, asakti, all that. Thank you very much, devotees. We'll end here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare